Welcome to the Grow My Cleaning Company podcast with your host, Mike Campion. If you are passionate about the cleaning industry, you are in the right place. Love what you hear? Spread the word and tell the cleaning world this is the place to be. Want more? Check out www.growmycleaningcompany.com for free online video trainings, free ebook downloads, free blog posts, and of course, all the podcast episodes. Everything you need to grow your cleaning company is at www.growmycleaningcompany.com. And now, on with the show.
Welcome to the Grow My Cleaning Company podcast, the place for everything you need to grow your cleaning company. If you're committed to growing your company, you can go to www.growmycleaningcompany.com. You get all of my best stuff, podcasts, webinars, blogs, ebooks, all sorts of awesome stuff for owners of cleaning companies who want to get more out of their company and more out of their life. Today, we are chatting with Joshua Lammers from Above All Window Cleaning and Services. Above All has been serving the Grand Junction, Colorado area since 2005. If you want to reach out to Joshua, you get a hold of them at www.aboveallwindowcleaningandservices.com. Joshua, say hello to Cleaning Nation.
Hey, everybody.
So glad to have you, and I got to tell Clean Nation, I'm a little bit biased towards my new friend Joshua because he is currently in Grand Junction, and that is where I had my Service Master franchise. And he just told me that there is still a Service Master franchise in town. So we spent a little time reminiscing before we started. So I'm super excited to catch up with you, my friend. Yeah,
local boys here on the air. So good stuff.
Fantastic, brother. So how'd you get into the business? Is it you? Is it family? Is it friends? Give me your story.
It is a family company. In fact, we're a third-generation window cleaning and janitorial service. My grandfather started in 1972 in Denver, Colorado. He was throwing all of us over the side of buildings as soon as we could walk, trying to make money off us all. So we kind of got into that, became an avid rock climber, and we moved over here to get out of the winter weather and kind of started ranching and doing window cleaning and janitorial in Grand Junction, which is the other side of Colorado. So yeah, third generation family company. We passed it down. Our customers are like family to us. So we've really had a good base. You do good quality, you do good work, you get good results. And that's just where we're at right now. And my brother and I work together here, and we're just a small family company.
That's awesome. How many people does your company employ as of now?
Right now we have 6 people we're employing. Family has ties too. They still come and help whenever they can. Grandfather's in his 80s. He'll come and crack a whip every now and then on the job. You know how that goes. He likes to feel like he's important, and he is a very important aspect to us. And he loves to come and talk with the customers and crack his whip and show us a few things here and there. We range all the way from Denver to Grand Junction. We still have ties in Denver. We have a company back there running a few crews, and then we got a couple crews here in Grand Junction. So anywhere from 6 to 8 guys is what we're normally running on.
All right. Well, as long as you don't have Grandpa hanging out the side of a building trying to do windows, I'm cool with that.
No, not. He's the one cracking the whip, so no worries there.
He's telling everybody else to get off the side of the building.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Well, I am fired up to dive in and see how we can bring some value to your company and your community. What's going on with your business that we can give you some help with today, brother?
Everything is kind of history repeats itself. And one thing that I have noticed is cool sells. Being hip or cool, it sells. And I don't know how to make cleaning cool. Or I guess I wouldn't say I don't know. I could always use advice on it. It's a challenging subject. Nobody likes to clean. Heck, some of the guys that work for us, they don't like to clean. They love the people. They love the interaction. They love the hours. There's a lot of aspects to it. But the whole getting down in the nitty gritty of it, not a lot of people are into that. It's my question is, how do we make that cool? How do we make it a commodity of happiness, more than just cleanliness or health reasons?
All right, I am so glad you asked me that question, and I love doing the show because we're 50 in, and I don't know that we've had a repeat or a duplicate yet. And every time I think, man, we're going to start repeating, someone like Joshua comes along and just busts it wide open with a totally fun question like that. And without sounding too braggy, you come to the right place. That's culture and building something special that people want to be a part of, not just the employees and your customers, but the community and vendors and bankers and everybody that comes in contact. You can absolutely do it. So let me start with saying I kind of discovered how important culture is, how to use it, how to make a cool, fun company. When I was in construction, we were building shade structures. So there's, just so you guys don't think I was, because I've had a car dealership and some other stuff that is a little sexier, a little more fun, but we're building shade structures. Like, I don't even know, depending on where you are in the country or in the world, you may or may not even know what those are, but large, like when we're in like California, Arizona, Texas, kind of the coast where it gets hot. That's what we were doing. And we absolutely made it cool. And let me tell you how to do that. First of all, the foundation of any company is culture, and culture is really tied with your core values, what you believe in. So for me, my core values for the last decade have been have fun, and that's where the cool comes in for me, make money, be real, and help out. That's what we're about, and that's what we're into. That's what I'm into. Any venture I put my hand into, that's what I'm about. And if you're about that, you're going to love it and feel like you're at home and want to be a part. And if you think that's stupid, we're not going to get along, and you might as well not be a part of what I got going on. So the first thing you want to do is be clear about what your core values are, what's important, and if being cool, of having fun, if being a part of something bigger than just cleaning up is important, you got to make sure that that's known top to bottom, family-wide, employee-wide. The community knows that all about when you guys got such a long one. Above all, window cleaning and services is a cool, fun, hip place. So is that kind of something that you guys are willing to commit to? Is that everybody in the management staff? Are you guys all kind of on that cool vibe, or are you just a lone wolf out there?
No, we're all on that same vibe. Yeah, that's a great advice. I love that. Yeah.
Okay.
Just putting that kind of energy out there for the customers and the employees to feed on.
All right, let's talk about some ways to do that then. First of all, you got to start internally, right? And you've got to actually be that way. The thing I probably heard more often than anything else with my construction company is we'd have just ridiculous videos, and on the website, we were just ridiculous all the time. We had fun. I remember jobbing.com came out and did a video for us, and we literally had a dude talking to the camera, and he was talking to prospective employees, and like, well, if you want to work, and he was one of our employees, like, well, if you want to work at Killer Shade, here's what you got to do, and here's what we're about. And the whole time he's pouring himself a rum and Coke, never mentions it, never anything, just pours it, drinks it, goes totally straight faced, and that ad, people went nuts for it. So the biggest thing that we got when people came in was they'd go, oh my gosh, you guys are really like that. It wasn't just some sort of advertising thing or some sort of they were afraid they're going to get let down, that we were cool on the website. We put out some cool videos and acted like we had fun. But when they got to interact with us, it was going to be a sham, or it wouldn't be legit. So that's why you've got to start and be that way inside first. And when you show that to the outside world, it can be really powerful. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So a couple ways to do that tactically is we had a huge culture within the employees. We would do, and again, you don't have to do exactly this, but it's a hell of a start. We would do, first of all, we all had fun titles. Like even when I owned my construction company, my title was the janitor, which everyone thought was hilarious. We had, instead of salespeople, we had shade whisperers. I think we had bean counters or money grubbers as opposed to our CFO. So we kind of had fun titles, and people got that right off the bat. Our website was absolutely fun. We wrote fun. If you went and it said about us, there'd be pictures of each person. We'd talk about what they liked to do, what they didn't like to do. We'd always get some embarrassing picture of them to put next to the deal. Every Friday we would take off, usually around 2 or 3 o'clock. We'd take a couple hours off early. We had a lot of Mexican employees in the construction company. They would bring in carne asada, and they'd start grilling for everybody, and they'd invite their wives, and their wives would bring guacamole, and we bought a foosball table. We'd have foosball tournaments, and we'd invite customers and vendors, and we'd play music and act stupid, and it was a blast. So really, you've just got to, again, it's kind of top to bottom, right? You can't just decide I'm going to be a regular boring company that acts cool. You've got to really decide that fun and enjoying each other as human beings is an important part of your company, because it's kind of risky, right? When you start doing stuff like that, making videos with people drinking on air, it's some people aren't going to like it. They're going to push back. So you've got to be really committed to it. But that's a good overview of just some of the things that we did. It's funny, we weren't trying to be cool. We were just trying to have fun and enjoy life and enjoy work and do a good job. But people thought we were super cool. Tell me what you're picking up so far. Are we tracking? Is that making any sense at all?
Yeah, that makes great sense. You just have to, like you said, keep it real and make the environment friendly and fun filled, and that way everyone's comfortable, relaxed, safe, and everyone's kind of they're gonna naturally go towards that. That's great advice.
Well, and the cool thing is everybody's not going to be comfortable. Some people are going to be comfortable. The exciting part is some people are going to be uncomfortable, which is awesome. The people that are uptight and be like, "Oh my gosh, how dare you? We would never work with." Great, we don't want those people in our lives anyway. We're just going to have conflict. So the goal is not to make everybody love you. It's to make the people that really resonate with who you are and what your vibe is and what you're really about. Those people are going to love you and never want to leave. Never, regardless of their employees or customers or prospects or vendors, anyone that your business touches, they're going to want to be a part of it. And some people are going to be pissed off and go, "Oh, that's not professional. That's not, how dare you? I want a professional, uptight window cleaner." Fantastic. Thanks for raising your hand. Let me know that you're a pain in the neck. The door's that way. We're going to keep hanging out with the customers that we really love. So don't try and be everything to everybody. Just try to make sure that you're really clear about who you are. So the people that do resonate with that, they'll come right around. It's like a magnet. You can't get rid of them hardly.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, cool. And then in the best way I would probably say, so that's how you kind of do it internally, right? You do parties. I still remember when I was in Grand Junction, probably once a month, we take everyone out to dinner at, I wish I remember the place so you and I could nerd out, but it was some Chinese food restaurant. And we'd have our own little private room, and we would just have an absolute blast. So it starts internally, and once you do that, you start letting it overflow externally, where maybe you invite customers to lunch and learns, or invite them to your monthly parties at the office, and you give away ridiculous awards like, worst looking employees, smelliest kids, or just whatever stupid stuff. And we would literally give awards and have contests, and it's a blast. So once you start doing it internally, it naturally goes external. One of the best ways to do it external is video. Back in the day, we'd have to spend thousands of dollars to put together a video and get it on the website and all that sort of nonsense. Nowadays, if you've got an iPhone in 20 minutes, you can literally have a video that really communicates your personality up on the internet for a budget of $0. So I would absolutely encourage you guys to not just you, Joshua, but Cleaning Nation, to use video and use a ton of it. Because the cool thing about video is you can shoot for 30 or 40 minutes and just pick out, if you got a good editor, if you've got someone in-house that's creative, just pick out the best minute or two of that video, and you can make anyone look amazing. If you walk around and video me for a day straight, you can make me look like a jerk. You can make me look like out of fun, depending on how you edit it and cut it. You can do a lot of stuff. So I would highly encourage you, shoot a lot of video of your customers, shoot a lot of video of your prospects, make it a community, because you know as well as I do, as soon as you hand somebody a picture, what's the first thing they look for in it? They look for themselves. So if you take a video of your customer and you throw it on your website, I promise you they're going to start sending people to your website and say, "Oh, you got to go check this out." So make a video, show who your passion and what you guys are about, and and then make other videos where your customers are the hero. Put them all on your website and just let everybody come. Does that all make sense at all?
That's good stuff right there. I like that.
Okay, cool. And I don't know when you're listening to this podcast, but as of now, we're in March of 2016. And if you go to growmycleaningcompany.com, just so you know, I'm not absolutely saying one thing and doing another, you'll find it's way too long. It's like 4 minutes, which is, in video terms, it's like an eternity. But it's me being ridiculous and having fun. And you'll look at it and go, "Oh my gosh, this dude's awesome. I want to be a part of that universe." And you're welcome, fantastic. Or you'll go, "Oh, this guy's not professional. How dare he come and kind of be ridiculous. He thinks he's funny. He's being ridiculous." Great, stay the heck out of my life. I don't need you. So, and then right below that will be a video of a customer of mine that I talked with and spent time with, and we just had some fun on video. So if you need a good example of what that looks like, Joshua or Cleaning Nation, go to www.growingcleaningcompany.com, and you can see I'm practicing what I'm preaching. All right, so Joshua, that's kind of how you do it. You involve your customers, you involve the community, you be who you are. Like I said, you can go to growmycleaningcompany.com. I've got a video of me being ridiculous. If you love it, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know you're exactly who I want to work with, and you're going to want to work with me. If you think it's stupid and not funny at all, and just that guy's a joke or a loser, then fantastic. Get off my website, never come back again. That's totally fine. Either way, Joshua, Cleaning Nation, you want to use video and your culture and your core values to really polarize people. You want them to either love you and want to be a part of what you got going on, or raise their hand right off the bat and go, "I don't like it. It's not for me." And you save yourself the time and let them go find a service provider that's going to be a better fit. Is that all kind of gelling together at all?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I love how you're just out there on the line, no matter what. You want to hear it. whether it's good or bad. Lots of companies, lots of people, they kind of want to stay in the safety of, the social commodity. So it's definitely a different aspect, the way that you're portraying it.
Well, and the cool thing is you get to be who you are. There's nothing, and trust me, just so you know, I learned this lesson the hard way. For probably the first 10 years I was in business, I was really young and I got a baby face. So I was always, and I was born super poor. So I was always worried like I was going to be found out that, I was too young to, or people not found out, but people were going to think I was too young or too dumb or didn't have experience, which is all true. I was all of those things. So I tried to be super professional and like always dress up and always just be like ultra professional. And for me, the way I kind of figured out how to do a culture was really painful. I went through a divorce, which, man, if you ever have the opportunity, I would not recommend it. Absolutely not. And it just crushed me. And I kind of got to the point in my life, in my business, where I was like, I don't even care about business anymore. My family's ruined. Everything that's important to me is gone. So I literally didn't care. So what I did was I still had to work. I still had to pay for I have a son, and I still have financial obligations. So I had to work. And I just got to the point where I'm like, I can't be professional anymore. I just don't have the energy to put up this face or this facade. So I started a new company because I was divorced and I had to start all over. Started a new company, and the whole vibe was we're totally going to be us, not to be cool, not to be not as some marketing strategy, just because I have zero energy to put on this face anymore. And I honestly, because we were selling to like contractors and city planners and architects, like pretty serious people. And I was like, they're going to hate it. And they're going to think I'm ridiculous, but I don't care. I just don't have the energy. Even if 10% of them will stick with me, I can still make enough money to pay my bills. And it turned out 90% of them went nuts and go, oh my, and they all want to be a part of it, because I think just like you said, Joshua, in today's day and age and world, there's so much BS out there and everyone's so politically correct. And we can't say that I don't like this or I do like that. Everybody's got just walking on eggshells about we have to use this title, and they're not. You can't say this word. You can't say the word retarded. You have to say mentally challenged, and you just can't say anything about anything without pissing everybody off. And once you just give that up, aside from people going, wow, that's refreshing, this dude's real, he's telling it like it is, you don't have to worry about like, oh, I've got to pretend to be this with this person and this with this person. When I get home with my family, they get a little of the real me, and this customer knows me, but that customer, you could just absolutely be Joshua 24/7, and some will like it, some won't. So what? It's a lovely way to live my life, my friend.
Yeah, I like that. I do like that.
All right, cool. So the last thing I'm going to hit you with that I think will help before we go to the lightning round and you get an opportunity to get back to Cleaning Nation is significance. So another way you can do this that's really important, that'll bring a lot of value not only to you but your community, is tie what you're doing to something more important, right? It's really hard to get cleaners and say, hey, you want to come put your hand in a toilet and I'll pay you just above minimum wage? No one's interested. That's a hard sell. Other thing is, when you're on the flip side, when you're trying to get customers and you go to your customers and you want to charge them, they see, vacuuming and, taking out the trash and dusting and all the work that we do. They see that as, well, crap, I could do that. That's low level work. It's hard to pay 20, 30, 50, $80 an hour for this kind of work when they're like, I could do that. That's no big deal. There's no, just it's a guy with a mop and a bucket. So if you're selling, taking out the trash and dusting, it's hard to get more than $20 an hour for it. Everyone's going to beat you up on price. So what I always recommend is find your mission, find what you really want to do, and do that. I'll give you an example outside of the cleaning business, and I'll give you an example inside of the cleaning business. Outside of the cleaning business, like with my company I mentioned, does shade structures, which half of the people I tell that's what we did said, what? Huh? What's a shade structure? So we moved away from saying we did shade or living like we did shade structures, and we really changed to we are saving people from skin cancer. If you're in Phoenix or Australia or somewhere where it's real sunny, Grand Junction maybe not so much, the melanoma is common, and people go out and they don't have, especially students and kids. We did a lot of stuff over pools and schools, so we made it our mission to fight skin cancer and save the lives of children from getting melanoma. Do you see how that's such a different mission and so exciting when you've got installers or welders or sewers or administrators, whatever you got, salespeople, when you have a company meeting saying, all right, well, make sure we get that, the shade structure up in the air today. Okay, fine. Hey, we're going to save some lives today. People get a lot more excited about that. So do you see how that's a whole different value proposition?
Yes, that definitely puts a different aspect on any company that you're working with.
Yeah, and it makes
Gives
it
it
work. And
more
the
of
beautiful
a
thing is, it doesn't just work with customers; it works with you when you're getting, and your employees. When you get out of bed in the morning and there's a bunch of crap you don't want to do, if you're fighting to save skin cancer, you got the energy to do it. If you're just trying to get some stupid shade structures up, or get the holes right, or get a permit passed, none of that's real sexy. So let me give you guys Cleaning Nation example inside the cleaning business that I think will help. I've got a customer I'm working with, or a client that I'm working with right now, who owns a cleaning company. And her current name is Clean by her name. Clean by Jolene. I don't know. I'm sure I don't think it's a big secret. And we're working with her, and I said, and she does residential stuff. And I asked her, what is it that's important to you and your customers? And what it really came out to be is that she wants to help get her, a lot of her clients are moms that they're married and they've got 2 kids or 3 kids, and the mom works and the dad works, and really what they're doing is the mom is feeling like they're missing out on the raising of their kids, right? Their best years working tend to be their kids 0 to like 20 years old, and the moms feel like they've got guilt and shame and regret that they're missing out on that time. So I'm helping her transition from, we help clean and take out your trash and make your house nice, which is nice, helping her transition to, we're going to get you back time with your family that you'll never get again. Once your kid's 4, you're never going to have the years 1, 2, and 3 with them again. That stage of his or her life is never going to happen. Same with the ability to spend time with your family and your husband. If you get to be where all you're doing is working and raising kids, and you're just teammates or partners as opposed to romantic, involvement, that's a whole different thing. So she's getting super passionate. I'm loving watching her soar and do such an amazing job as she's transitioning not just her, but her company and her community into, we don't clean toilets, we help families get to spend more time together. And that's so much easier to sell and so much easier to get excited about. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And that's just good family value cores like you were talking about from the beginning.
Right, and if you're into that, then that's fantastic. And maybe some bachelor guys that are just like, hey, maybe there's some guy making $300,000 a year that's living in his mansion and he's single. Maybe he's not going to be attracted to her company. That's totally fine. That's okay. So it's good that you turn people on. It's good that you turn people off. And that, in my humble opinion, that's how you're cool. Is just be you, be a real human being, let your personality show through. And it's amazing how people are attracted to that.
Yeah.
All right. That said, before we go to the lightning round, any questions, any comments, any rude remarks, anything you'd like me to fill in before we move on?
No, I think you hit that question pretty square on the head.
All right, well, you teed me up with a solid question, my friend. I was chomping at the bit to answer that question. All right, let's hit the lightning round, my friend. This is your opportunity to give back some of your experience to Cleaning Nation. I'm going to give you 3 quick questions. You're going to give me 3 rock star answers. Question number 1, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Best piece of advice I ever received was, this is America, everybody, the land of opportunity, and you have the chance and the opportunity every day to make yourself better and to go make your dreams happen, and you have to do that. And that was the best advice I ever received.
Look at Joshua getting me and probably Cleaning Nation all fired up. Well said, my friend. Could not say it better myself. All right, question 2. What's the biggest mistake you've ever made in the cleaning business that maybe we can learn from?
The biggest mistake I made was probably expanding at a very fast rate. I was just pushing sales, pushing clients, pushing my employees, pushing clients, and then you're pushing your family aside, like you were saying. Family value time is very important too. And eventually quality goes down, morals go down, people's work ethic and all that. And that's kind of where the question came from, was how do I make this cool for people? How do I bring it back to a copacetic environment of joy and not necessarily just, a job, but something that we could actually strive to help people with.
Loving it, brother. You were just crushing it in this lightning round. All right, I'm going to hit you with you're doing so good, I'm going to hit you with a 3rd question. Can't wait to hear what you say. What is one idea owners Cleaning Nation can put into practice today before their head hits the pillow to improve their lives or their businesses?
I'd say reading books is the best thing you could do when it comes to business knowledge. You just have to study. You got to do your homework every day. You have to spend that time wisely that you have. And here's a quote for you from Abraham Lincoln. If you have 6 hours to chop down a tree, You want to spend 4 hours sharpening that axe. You want to be prepared. And knowledge is a tool. It is leverage, and you need it, or else your competition is going to have a better edge on his axe, and you want to be that much smarter.
Joshua is absolutely gunning for my job with all the good loving on how to run a business, man. Well said. Joshua, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate your passion and your sharing, your desire to grow. I appreciate you. Genius Nation appreciate you. If you want to check out Joshua's show notes page and discover everything you need to know to grow your cleaning company, go to www.growmycleaningcompany.com. Leave your questions, your comments, your rude remarks, and I will see you there.
Congratulations! You are now 16% smarter. Still can't get enough cleaning goodness? Go to www.growmycleaningcompany.com for more of the good stuff. Ever want to be rich and famous? Owners of cleaning companies as well as industry experts can apply to be featured on the show by emailing our producer Natalie at support@growmycleaningcompany.com. Until then, don't miss out on all the latest cleaning industry lovin' at www.growmycleaningcompany.com. Check it out now.